Today I'd like to talk to you about my Saturday night. We began at my apartment around 6:30. We started watching the Arkansas LSU game. It was a very good game. Arkansas ended up winning by 17 points. After that, we went and got some dinner at Buffalo Wild Wings. We came home, we changed, we drove to Memphis to go to a housewarming party. We met some new friends. We stayed up pretty late. I think I went to bed about 4:30, got up about 8:15. We drove back, got home about 9:30, had to work at 11. It was tiring. Came home around 2, took a nap, went back to work at 5. Worked till about 8:15, had some dinner, came home, showered. Now I'm giving this speech. It was an eventful weekend. We're learning a lot about anxiety exercises this weekend. So, how long do you think I should go?
Okay.
Because that's only a minute.
This is 1 minute to 2 minutes.
I just want to make sure it's enough.
Yeah, we're still I'm not.
That's fine.
He said he wants to listen to a song. Okay.
How many was that?
1 minute to 1 minute and 7 seconds.
What is that?
Oh,
10?
10.
Man, ooh.
Okay. So. Okay, so we're gonna ask you questions. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's wait till 2 minutes. What'd you eat at Buffalo Wild Wings?
I had hot wings. I guess they were medium, and fries, and 2 beers.
What was your favorite part of the weekend?
My favorite part of the weekend?
Mhm.
It's probably the Arkansas game. We were supposed to lose. It was the number 9 team in the country.
What was the score of the Arkansas game?
I believe it was 31-17, 31-14.
What did you do after the game again?
We went to eat.
Did you do any what did y'all listen to on the way to Memphis?
We listened to my iPod, which is a bunch of random songs.
What's your favorite song?
Favorite song that we listened to? We all sang to Bohemian Rhapsody as we came across the bridge to enter Memphis. So that was pretty fun.
Where'd y'all go to in Memphis?
It's a little past St. Jude. You keep going on 40, get off, you end up on Central, and it's 2 streets over. So not too far from downtown, but
Did you have a fun weekend?
yeah, it was pretty fun. Enjoyed it.
Okay.
That good?
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're gonna give you feedback. Get back. The camera.
Oh, I gotta go with feedback?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the only thing that I seen is that you were, instead of shifting your hands now, you were kind of doing what I did and shift your feet a little.
Like
So,
moving
yeah.
around. Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I need some kind of movement.
And maybe go more into depth in your story.
Yeah.
Like when you're saying it, you could have went more into depth in the story.
Kind of, she was asking what I ate.
Yeah.
What I listened to or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really notice anything other than how many times you said,
Yeah, I never really. I
But-
guess I don't notice it. I say it on certain things.
Oh yeah, did we tell you how many times?
10 times.
10 times. Okay, yeah. And you said it through the questions 3.
3, so 13
Uh-huh.
total.
Mm-hmm.
13 too many.
So,
All right.
okay, is it my turn?
yeah.
It's my turn. Okay. I'm going to tell you about when I got my thyroid radioactively killed. So, I had thyroid problems since when I was in 10th grade. And I lost 40 pounds in less than a month. I weighed 90 pounds, and everybody was they knew something was wrong with me, but they didn't really know what. So I went to the doctor because I was a cheerleader, and during the games, my stomach would get these sharp pains. So I would go down to the ground, and I they ended up having to call the ambulance, and I went to the emergency room, and they ended up testing everything. The last thing they tested was my thyroid. So they tested me for my thyroid, and it was like way overly active. And so they said that if I would have waited like another week, that I could have possibly died with it. So I went to the thyroid doctor in less than a week. They scheduled me in, and the doctor kind of talked to me about getting it killed, but then put me on medicine. The medicine, it was like way too strong for my thyroid was way too strong for the medicine. It wouldn't do anything. So I ended up leaving that doctor and going to a doctor in Memphis. And I went to that doctor, and the doctor talked me into getting it radioactively killed. So I was radioactive for 2 weeks, and I had to stay in my room. So technically, I'm kind of a superhero. Okay,
Good.
there's my story.
Awesome. This is questions about the story.
Yeah, how many times did I say it? Okay, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do it different. You don't say
Yeah, you
you
don't.
say and or so.
So,
I don't know if we're
like,
supposed to count that.
I guess that would be, well, I guess we'll talk about that on feedback. But let's see, on the story, how long did it take you after, you said it took 2 weeks to kill it. Did it take you like a recovery process after that?
The
to, like,
2 weeks was it.
Okay, so you gained like most of the weight back?
About after a month, I did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
kind of.
How long has this been going on before you went to see a doctor?
I'm not really sure. Just whenever I finally got the symptoms is whenever I found out when I went to the doctor.
What grade?
10th grade.
Okay.
So how old were you?
I was probably about 14.
Was this your first big medical?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was so crazy.
And no problem since then?
Mm-mm.
No follow-up? No.
None. None at all.
Okay.
So far. Fingers crossed it stays that way.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright.
Feedback.
Same as the other time we did it. You
Shift back and forth
talked
and
about
I
your
moved.
hand shift,
Yeah.
and this time you actually weren't even like looking at us. You kind of like were looking up or
I know.
around.
Okay.
Well, when people walked by, you kind of caught it, but I understand it's distracting. You did have gum in while you were talking. I took mine out, but I noticed you had yours in. But besides that, you did do a better job of you kind of swayed a little bit, but your hands just kind of moved, I guess, on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Like they wanted
I think you brought him up once.
Yeah.
It's definitely not as bad as last time. And you didn't say, but I don't know if we're supposed to count and so. But I think you kind of incorporated those actually into your story.
Yeah, I was so you
Like
make
it was
it
kind of like, so this is what happened.
and almost like
this
a
is what
dramatic pause, I guess you could even say, or
happened. Yeah.
Okay.
add it in there.
How many
so-
times did I say it during my questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess.
Good job.
I'll do better on my next one.
Do better next time. Do better next time. Just counting.
Are we supposed to pound though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count loud. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
You wanna wait till it gets on 15.
Okay.
To go.
So Friday morning, I went home this weekend and I went hunting. I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and after I got up, I made some coffee for me and my dad, and then we ate breakfast. Then after that, I walked to my tree stand and my dad walked to his. I sat in the stand for about 30 minutes, didn't see anything, and I actually saw a bunch of squirrels. I texted my dad see if he had been seeing anything, and he didn't say. He actually didn't even text me back because he doesn't know how to text. So I hunted till about 9 o'clock ish, and then I was actually really cold. So I was on my way climbing out of my tree stand, and the boot that I have on for my broken foot actually is not very safe trying to climb up into a tree, and I actually slipped halfway down and almost fell out of the tree. Then my dad came and met me, and we walked back to the house together, and we met my mom. She had breakfast made for us, and then we ate, and then later that afternoon we went back out. I then again saw nothing but squirrels. I actually saw one of my cats, and then that was about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is actually our second video. We've been having some camera issues, so we'll get back to questions now.
So you're hunting deer.
Yes,
Okay. We're using a rifle or a bow.
rifle
How long you been hunting?
for about 5 years.
5 years. What kind of rifle do you use?
243.
Okay. Cool. What brand?
Remington.
Remington. Okay.
So whenever you shoot a deer, do you ever think of Bambi?
No.
Does it not ever make you sad?
No.
Where do you hunt at?
Sedalia, Missouri, where I'm from.
Do you enjoy deer meat?
Yes.
I do too. It's really good.
How's your favorite? Do you cook it?
Yes.
How do you like to cook it?
Sausage.
Like deer jerky? Do you like deer jerky?
Yeah, we make our own.
Okay. Cool. Dehydrated and everything.
Yep.
And do you hunt anything else? Or just deer?
Turkey, rabbits, and squirrels.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Feedback.
Oh, feedback. Just go more in depth into your story too. I think we all have that problem. But you did really good by staying like together, and you did really good on like your voice and everything.
Yeah, putting together like complete sentences. We'll know, like, I guess we all kind of have that problem. Like
I was playing with my
you were like
pockets.
playing with it at first, and then you hit a pause, and it slowly worked its way in there and just kind of
Yeah,
came
and
out.
I just kind of stayed.
Yeah, and then you did kind of look around during
Yeah.
your speech. You like during your questions and stuff. You looked at us, but around you were like looking in the middle and then kind of up. But so besides that, I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna do our 1 through 10.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely let you go first.
Yay! Okay. I gotta move the backpack for this. Here I go. Okay. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, I want to restart. Okay, I'll look it up. I'm so giggling. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10.
Nice.
Did I do any of the same?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Can't really remember.
Was it interesting?
It was different.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Okay.
I'll go last, I guess.
Was it interesting?
It was.
It was quite entertaining
Yeah.
at the beginning. Oh, I gotta move this guy
Could be
back.
better than us.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
That was good.
Was mine like a little crazy too much?
A little bit. In the moment.
Just
Should I
that way I
redo
have more
it?
energy than the rest of No, yeah, it was good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm gonna have to do stories.
Was mine a little too much?
Oh, better, yeah. It's different.
So now we have to do stories again.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Oh, is it stories again?
Mhm. This time let's try to fix like what we did last time wrong, you know.
Are we going to talk about the same story?
No,
It's
different
gonna
topic.
Different
Different
topic.
story. Different topic.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me think for a second.
Here, I'll wait till it gets on 20.
420. I'm going to update you on my fantasy basketball team. I'm currently in 7th place. That's not too bad considering we're only 3 weeks in. I lost this matchup this week 7-2. I was outnumbered a lot of players. I'm trying to remember. I think I will be in 9th place after this week out of 10. That's not too bad. My star player, Paul George, the Indiana Pacers. I got him in the 7th round. He's putting up first round quality. That's good. The leader in the group is my roommate. He's always pretty good. He puts a lot of time and effort into it. Let's see. Next week, I think it's a short week, or it's a busy week actually. We have a lot of players going. We're going to a Grizzlies game tomorrow night, so we've got some fantasy players in that. I'm playing my friend Ricky, who lives in Little Rock, this weekend, or this coming week, so that should be fun. A lot of smack talk involved. It's a minute 10. What do you think?
That's good.
Good? Okay.
Okay. Questions.
How
Okay,
many
so-
times did I say it at the time?
Oh, you said it 7 times.
7. Oh my God.
And
That's
last time you
It's
said it.
13. Actually,
No,
10.
10. Last time you did 10, so you did
3
better.
So I reduced it 3.
Yep.
That's still good. I still feel like I had to like stop and like think though to
Mhm.
keep myself from doing it. So that
Yeah.
might even be more awkward than me saying it. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but
Okay, so far, like, how much have you won and lost?
I won the first week 7-2. The second week I lost. I believe it was 7-2. So that kind of evened out the score. We talked about the wins and the losses.
Mhm.
So my totals will be 9-9 after the first week. I believe I lost 7-2 this week. So now my total record will be 11-16. So that's what it'll look like. So
What time's the game in Memphis?
I believe it starts at 7 o'clock. They're wearing the old school Sound jerseys, the red and white ones. Really neat.
Who's your second favorite player?
Second favorite player, like not on my fantasy team, probably Marc Gasol,
What team do you play for?
Memphis Grizzlies,
Thought so.
the center from Spain.
Who are they playing tomorrow night?
Oklahoma City, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook.
My favorites. I think that's good.
Good. Okay.
Feedback.
Oh, feedback.
I'm
Okay.
blown away.
You did really, like, a lot better that time with your legs. The only thing I saw that time is you were, like, kind of looking around, like, you were trying to figure out what to say.
Instead of the arms, I was like, looking around.
Yeah.
I thought you definitely did a lot better with your hands too. You actually kept them still that time.
Yeah, kept the
And-
body still.
The majority of the time you were looking at us.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Cool.
you definitely did a lot better.
the second
Nice.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, my turn. Oh, goodness.
You're right.
Okay. I got rid of my gun this time, though. Okay. So this time, I'm going to take it and I'm going to start. 25 seconds.
I thought she started.
Okay, so this story I'm going to tell you about is about at work the other day. I had a little child who ran into a pole and almost knocked his 2 front teeth out. When I look at blood, I want to pass out. I cannot get the sight of blood at all. That's why I'm not a nurse. Not going to be a nurse, never will be a nurse. The kid came running up to me, or another kid came running up to me and was like, Miss Gabby, this kid just ran into a pole. So I was like, wait, what? And he runs over there to me. The other kid, the kid that actually did it, ran to me, and his two front teeth and his lip and everything was just bleeding, like gushing blood. So I've always, learned not to freak out about stuff like that. So I got him and I was like, "Oh, you're fine. There's not any blood. We're fine." I'm telling him not to touch it while we're walking in. So we're walking in. I'm having to keep my cool with it. And I'm like, "Oh, we're okay. We're just gonna barely go clean it up." And one of his front tooth was very, very loose. So we had to call his mom. The end.
How old was the little boy?
He was 4.
4.
Where was this at?
Discovery Island, where I work.
Did he cry?
Oh, he bawled his eyes out, and I felt so bad.
Have you seen him since then?
Yes,
He's
I've seen
better?
him. Yes, he's much better.
Cool.
And they don't think he's gonna lose his front tooth. They just think it's gonna be like when you lose when your tooth gets knocked a little. They just think it's just gonna be like that for a little while.
Okay.
Does this happen on the playground?
Mm-hmm.
Does that kind of stuff happen a lot?
It does, because I do pre-K.
Mhm.
So with the pre-K, they're really rough with each other. So, and he was just, I said, "Cole, why'd you do it?" He said, "I was just running, Miss Gabby, and I didn't see the pole." So it
Mhm.
was, his fault.
You definitely did a lot better at looking at us that time. I don't really think you ever looked around the room, but maybe once.
That's just my legs. Or I'm
You
I'm
did a
holding my
little bit.
hands.
Yeah, you could tell you were crossing them, and then you were talking with
Yeah,
your
you would
hands.
take the step out, and then
Yeah.
your hands were a lot more active.
I know, I
this
need
time.
to keep them apart. And I started out with them apart, but I always put them back together by the end.
Yeah. You're just an animated talker, though.
I am.
That time last time you had 3 during your story. This time you only had 1, and it was right at the beginning.
Nice.
Yeah. I
And then
realized
during your
when I said
questions
two.
you had 0, and last time you
Good.
had 1. So you did a lot better that time.
Good.
Improvement. Take out that other foot.
I'm about to break something else. Ready?
Okay.
Okay,
Let's go
wait.
45.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay, so today I was at home. We have 3 dogs. Well, 1 is my mom's, 1's mine, and then 1's my older sister's. But we just had her at my parents' house. So it was bath day, and it's a 3-person job because my dog and my sister's dog hates baths. So we were trying to give him a bath. We gave my mom's dog a bath first. She's a border collie. She's very well behaved. She listens. So we had him in the bathtub, and everything was going fine. And then we got my dog in there, and next thing I know, he decides he wants to jump out of the bathtub and run around the bathroom. So I have to chase him. So he got everything all wet. So then finally, when I got him back in the bathtub, he calmed down, gave him his bath. Then my sister's dog, she's a black lab. Her black lab weighs about 75 pounds. She's a good-sized dog. Well, she hates baths, and she laid on the floor, so I had to pick her up and actually set her in the bathtub. And that was a chore in itself. So then finally, once I got done giving her a bath, then we couldn't get her out of the bathtub because she was too scared to get out of the bathtub. So I had to then pick her up, get myself all wet, and then set her down. And then my mom dried her. Well, while that was going on, my little sister was using the hairdryer to try and dry the other dogs. And then after that, all hell broke loose because then all 3 of them got out before all of them were dried. So we had to catch all 3 of them running around the house.
What kind of dogs do you have?
Border Collie, Black Lab, and then we have a Border Collie Lab mix.
How old are they?
Molly is 4, Max is 2, and Maddie is 5.
What are their names? Oh, I'm just kidding. When'd you get them?
Molly when I was a junior in high school, Max 2 years ago, and then I'm not 100% sure on when my sister got Maddie.
They live back home.
Maddie usually lives here, but because I've been gone a lot, my sister's been gone recruiting, we took her to my parents. But then my dog Max does live with my parents for the time being.
You get to see him a lot.
No,
No.
unfortunately.
You good?
Are you gonna tell them? Okay, feedback. You want me to-
Okay.
Okay, you did a lot better that time with your ums. Last time you said it 3 times. This time you said it twice. And your questioning this time you only said it once. My question, sorry. And then last time you said it 3 times. And then the only other thing that I've caught you doing this time is instead of saying that you did the same thing he did, and probably I did too. Instead of saying and stuff like that, you looked like you kind of looked around like.
Your story is very a lot of detail in it as well, though. You did a good
Very
job
good.
of taking up the time, putting in a lot of detail, giving us a well-rounded story. You did talk with your hands a lot. You kind of calmed down, but at first, you would count it out, and I guess that's I guess it kind of seemed like when you were talking about the situation, it was a amped situation, so it's kind of just came out with the hands because it kind of just calmed down after that. But
You did good though, very, very good. Pretty good story though.
cool.
Hey, our story is long.